Excuse me for seeming rushed, but I want to make sure you know you're exactly in the right place. You're about to see over the shoulder how I've done over $20 million worth of sales via YouTube ads. You can see I'm in my Stripe account right now. Here's nearly $18 million worth of sales. I'll show you the rest of it in PayPal here in a second. More importantly, you're going to see how to do this for a new or existing business. You can see here's a business that I just started right here. Took it from 11,000, 62,000 to over 800,000 a month in sales just in a couple months. More importantly, this is sustainable and something you can count on for years, a long-term source of new traffic and sales. You can see I was able to maintain these sales for years up to the point where I exited the business about right here. And finally, this applies to you if you have a new business or an existing business. Here's some people I just got done working with. Steve right here, he's never ran YouTube ads before. He was able to go and do this and only spend $400 on YouTube ads and do a $20,000 deal. Tim right here was stuck on one ad platform for the longest time. He was able to go and put his ads on YouTube for the first time, was able to do almost $12,000 worth of sales just from Google ads. Michael, his first time applying what you're gonna see in this video, was able to go and on $5,000 ad spend, do $20,000 in sales. Michael's never done YouTube ads before. He just had organic YouTube traffic. Casey right here was able to come in, start applying this, and he was able to go and start breaking $2,000, $1,500 a day off of about $250 a day ad spend. Again, never ran YouTube ads. And they did this by copying my same strategy that I'm deploying right here. And by my strategy, who is me? My name is Alex Becker, and I don't think you're interested in my life story or my favorite brand of taco. So let me tell you the only things you really should care about right here. This is my business, and I've spent over $7.5 million on Google Ads. You're gonna be learning directly from my experiences, spending my own money. And while I do have a pretty large following online, this is really the only thing that matters, money in and money out. And for sake of transparency, I do want to talk about those businesses I just showed you. Now, quick warning, those are all business owners. They already had successful businesses. That's who this training is for. If you're a beginner, you're just starting up, you've never built a business, this really won't work for you. This is for professional business owners only, and I'm not suggesting you're gonna get those exact results. What I am suggesting is I'm gonna show you exactly all the things we've discovered along the way that were keys to getting those results. And I mean absolute keys, because I've been able to do this in multiple niches. I've been able to do this in supplements. I use this to sell 18,000 subscriptions at my SaaS company. I use this to sell over 8,000 copies of a $2,000 product. I've used this to sell consulting. I've used this to sell services. And then by far the most important thing, YouTube ads are a blue ocean right now. Not many people have been able to figure it out. Not many people are going to know the keys I'm about to share with you right now. That means if you're able to get your business onto YouTube ads, you're able to enjoy a huge chunk of the pie that you're really not going to be able to enjoy anywhere else while making your brand famous. Look at what this has done for similar brands out there like Purple, Tai Lopez. There's even lesser known brands out there like Organifi that have generated tens and tens and tens of millions of dollars just selling supplements. Long story short, this is where you want to be, and I want to share the absolute keys with you right now. So let's just get started. So there's 4 keys to running a very successful YouTube ad campaign. If you're able to grasp these, you're going to do substantially well. And the reason why most people don't do well on YouTube is they don't understand these things, because they try to bring over the strategies from other platforms and the tactics, and they don't convert well on YouTube. Here's the differences, and here's what you need to do. So the first most important thing is your ad copy has to be on point. It has to grab people, and it has to be formatted in a very specific way. So look at this one video I have showing on the screen right now. This is literally just a PowerPoint presentation, but I'm using a very specific script that I've used for years over and over and over again. And this is one of my best performing ads. This ad generated millions of dollars in sales. A few keys to this ad is in the first 5 seconds of the ad, you need to call to your target market. Don't try and get everyone's attention. Just call to your specific customer. That will save you a ton on ad spend. More importantly, you need to get your call to action out in the first 45 seconds of the video. Don't try and talk for a long time. Don't try and make a long form ad. Your key is to get people off of YouTube. Finally, in that first 5 seconds, you want to tell a story that creates curiosity. What do I mean by that? You need to tell a story where you don't reveal exactly what you're going to be giving away, what you're going to be selling, what you're going to be offering. You need to talk about the benefits and not quite tell people exactly what it is. Because when you do that, that's going to create the curiosity for a click. That's the format I've used for ads over and over and over again across the years, and it's worked like crazy for me. And while I've used this script for years, other people like Leo here, for example, his business went from 20 to 150,000 a month, copying what I'm going to show you in this video, and I'm showing you right now. He went and copied the script and applied the next things I'm going to show you, and boom, right there. So this, again, doesn't just apply to me. Now, number 2. The big difference between YouTube ads and let's say Facebook, where you might be at, or organic, is on Facebook and with organic traffic, you're working with people that are predisposed to buy. Facebook finds the right customers for you. Organic, the people are already predisposed in the first place. So that's not the case in YouTube. People are there watching general videos, but the big cool thing about YouTube is you can scale so much further. And you can reach that market in mass. So once you tap into it, it explodes. That's how I was able to take one of my new businesses from 0 to 200K a month. But what you must understand is that the people aren't in the buying state that they are on Facebook or that they are through organic traffic. That's why it's so essential that you use sales videos. And the reason for this is because people are on YouTube, they're already watching something. And when you bring them to the site that you're going to bring them to, if they're not watching something, it's kind of jarring. And because they haven't been selected based on being hyper interested, and because they're not predisposed to buy, they're not going to dig around like they would on another ad platform per se. So what you need to do to execute on this mass traffic is you need to have sales videos that actively persuade massive amounts of people to come in and put them in a predisposed mindset to buy your product. Just this one small change can really change anything. And it was the absolute key behind how I was able to take a business to 8 figures in 90 days just using YouTube ads. They would go to a simple page where they would enter their email, and then they got a sales video for a $2,000 product that was about an hour and a half long. Depending on your product, it can be 30 minutes, it can be 15 minutes, it can be 3 hours long. I've seen all sorts of examples. You just have to follow a really good script for that video. And to put this point home, you can see Spencer, for example. He just applied this small tweak to his business and was able to skyrocket it from $20,000 a month all the way to $80,000 a month. Justin right here was actually able to apply this exact tactic as well, and he was able to move past $100,000 per month. So you want to be using sales videos, and most businesses don't know how to make them, and that's where your edge will come from. Now, number 3, swipe your competitors' traffic. What most people don't realize is YouTube gives you all sorts of ways to put your ads on top of your competitors' videos or even build ads based around their websites. So one of the most consistent ways I've grown my business is I can go out there and grab my competitor's website and use Google's ad tools to then go and say, I want to find people just like this. And then I can go and run ads straight to those people. On top of that, I can even go and find my competitors' videos and then place my ads on top of them. Now, the key is, though, going and finding these videos in a very specific way. One of the best tips I can give you is you don't want to go and just add channels. What most people do is that. What you want to do is you want to find trending videos, because most videos on YouTube, while they might have a lot of views, are usually dead. So they're getting a trickle of views. And this causes the traffic not to run at the rate that you want it to. Sometimes it doesn't even run. What you want to find is those trending videos that are on the up. And you need to use a very specific way to find these by using the search functions inside of YouTube. When you find these trending videos, you place ads on those, and it's like wildfire because you're getting the best customer. Let's imagine you're selling makeup products or a certain type of consulting or a program that helps people get fit. Well, you find these videos that are exploding that have the most interested people on the web watching them, and you place your ad right on top of them. That works like crazy. And this is such a lethal tactic. For example, Helena right here was able to take her business from $30,000 a month to $80,000 a month. Steven right here was able to use the combination of tactics that we've shown you so far and take his business past $300,000 a month. And then number 4, I'm just giving you a brief warning because I've seen this in my business especially. I lost tens, actually hundreds of thousands of dollars really learning the stuff that I'm sharing with you right now. However, when I see people go and trial and error this, they always lose a good chunk of money, actually a lot of money. And I'm just letting you know right now, be prepared if you want to trial and error this and do it on your own. Just understand you're going to lose some money up front because YouTube isn't as consistent as other ad platforms for finding your traffic right away, but the traffic is there. And once you find that traffic and you get your product, which is really going to be one of the only products marketing in this way right now, especially one of the ones using the tactics that I just shared with you that are going to give you an edge, everything can explode because YouTube is the second most searched search engine in the world. The traffic you can reach there is unbelievable. And a lot of other ad platforms, once you start to scale, it starts getting really, really hard because you run out of limited interested people on that platform. On YouTube, you can go out there and once you get the ads right, once you get your sales videos right, there's nothing that stops you from scaling up fast. That's how I took my business from 0 to 200,000 a month in its first 30 days. And it was able to take it past 7 figures a month. I was able to break $1 million a month cash exclusively using YouTube ads within the next 90 days. You're not going to see the ability to do that on any other platform. And even cooler, unlike other platforms, it's consistent. A lot of other platforms, the cost is going up and down, and it's because it's so competitive over there. I'm also not getting booted off left and right because Google Ads has really, really good support. But the coolest thing about it is it takes me very little effort to maintain these ads, and it has taken me very little effort. I can actually go a week without looking at my ads, and it keeps coming in. And so this completely diversifies me and my traffic and allows me consistency and safety in my business. And then finally, almost every single time I launch a business, every single time I launch ads or help someone launch ads in their business, it's a blue ocean. They're one of the few people marketing this type of product. Or in a worst case scenario, in a small handful of people advertising this type of product, unlike other platforms where there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people advertising the same product. So that loss up front, it is so incredibly worth it. And it frustrates me to tell you that. In this video, I feel almost could cause more damage than it does good. So I want to also give you an alternative to going out there and trial and erroring it. So look, the drawback to this video is your business is very specific. And obviously this is a recording of me, so I can't go and look at your business and say, this is the exact target you need to use. This is the exact type of script you want to use for your ad videos. This is the type of sales video you want to run. And here's exactly the type of keywords, placements, and competitor websites you want to target on YouTube. If I was able to look at your business, it's pretty easy for me to consistently point out this is exactly how to do it, this is where to start, and it's really easy for me to prevent that massive loss and allow you to get to that scale a lot faster. Sometimes it can take people months and months and months to finally find that click, and by that time they've lost $5,000, $10,000, $30,000 on ads, which is a shame because if they just knew exactly how to make the scripts, exactly how to go and make the sales video, and exactly the targeting they need to be using, there wouldn't be any need for that struggle. So what I want to offer you is just exactly that. If you go to the link that's appeared right below this video or is at the bottom of this page or even in the top right-hand corner of this video, it will take you to a page where you can schedule a call with me and my team. We will sit down with you, look at your business, and say, hey, all right, so this is exactly the type of ad you need to be running. This is exactly how you should make your sales video. And here's the exact targeting on YouTube you should be running. Don't put it here. Don't waste money here. This is the place where you'll scale very, very quickly. My goal is to help you here and not lead you into any situations that could cause damage. And if you go out there and wing-ding this, if you trial and error this, it could cause a lot of damage. So I'm being slightly reserved in this video because your business is very unique and you need a unique strategy. The way you're going to market your product, the way you're going to target people on YouTube is going to be absolutely custom to you. And so it requires a custom strategy. And again, we can craft something that's specific to your business no matter what the business is. For example, Rohan right here owns an agency. He was able to add over $250,000 in his business the first time he applied these tactics. Herc here sells software and he's had multiple six-figure months now. Helena here helps people study for promotions at work and she was able to take her business from $30,000 to $80,000 a month. Spencer was able to take his real estate business from $20,000 to over $80,000 a month as well. Iman here helps people with investing and was able to grow his business by 25% in a single day the first time he tried these strategies. Jason right here helps people buy properties. First month he did this, added $70,000 to his business per month. The reason why I'm showing you all these is not only have we helped a lot of businesses do exactly what you're looking to do, we've helped them across so many niches. And again, I've done this in software, I've done this in consulting, I've done this in supplements, I've done this in info products, I've done this for services. We can find the fit for your business. It's not that hard for us. And that's exactly why I'm offering a free call below. Well, you'll sit down with my team and I, and we will literally look at your business. You'll be working with myself and the people that run my ads, and we'll go and say, this is exactly what you need to do. And this call could be one of the most profitable things you do this year, because think about it. How much would your business change if you unlocked this other type of ad source and you were able to scale it maybe 1/10 the way that I have? Maybe if you were to scale it to the levels that the people below this video have, how would your business change if you had a consistent traffic source that also allowed you to diversify so that you are safe? How would your business change if you had a consistent traffic source you could count on year after year after year, if you weren't worried about, oh, if I get kicked off, my business is going to be ruined? How would your business change if you finally had a traffic source that allowed you to scale like all the businesses below this video and like I've shown you in this video? You're not going to see many people going from 0 to 200,000 a month to 7 figures a month on other ad platforms, because other ad platforms are hyper competitive. They're not the blue ocean that they once were, and the targeting gets limited very quickly. That's not the case on YouTube. How would that change your business? How much more revenue would that get you? And not to mention, it would also make your brand semi-famous because YouTube ads are just so much more engaging than any other ad on the internet right now. Then finally, when I say most profitable, what could also save you the most this year? Because if you're watching this video, I'm going to assume that you want to use YouTube ads. I'm going to tell you, whenever I've seen a person trial and error it, they've lost a lot of money, $5,000, $10,000, $30,000. It really just depends on how long they're willing to suffer. Most people don't even get to the point where they get profitable. And when they do, it's taken them months 3 months, 6 months. I don't think you want to go and waste that amount of money. I don't think you want to go and use that amount of time. I'll tell you from my experience, when I first got into it, I have lost so much money, at least $100,000 over the past few years, figuring out YouTube and figuring out all the things that can go wrong and all the things that can happen. But I'm very happy I did, because I now know where all the pitfalls are, and it's very easy for me to look at a business I want to start, like my new software and consulting business, which we recently took past $250,000 in sales in its first month. And I'll be straight with you, it wasn't that hard for us to do that, because we know where to bid, we know how to target, we know the type of ads to run, we know exactly how to make the sales videos. And if you look at all the businesses below that, it's very easy for us to look at a business and say, hey, this is exactly what you need to do. And these are the pitfalls you're going to run into. This is where you could lose money at. And here's how to get to scale and generating a lot of profit from YouTube very quickly. And I want you to be one of those businesses, so just go below, schedule a call. There's no reason to struggle. There's no reason to lose money. There's no reason to spend months trying to figure this out. Come on a call. Your business is unique, and we'll give you a unique strategy you want to use. And I know there wasn't a lot of specifics in this video, but the reason for that is because I can't give you a specific that's going to be universal for every business watching this video. That's why you need to schedule a call, and then we'll show you specifically what to do. We'll go into our ad accounts. We'll go into the targeting. We'll go into exactly where you want to place your ads, videos, everything. So just go book a call so we can look at your specific business and give you a specific strategy that will work for you. So that being said, this has been Alex Becker. My team and I look forward to talking to you. That's all I got for right now. I'll see you hopefully in the next day or so. All right, take it easy.